Jack is learning the ways of the countryside and the respect for wildlife, which I find hugely important. So many children of his age get lost and miss the foundations. We harvest all our venison from natural sources, as in forest and farmland, which means their diet is natural, and this gives the meat its distinctive taste. It is hormone and antibiotic free. When Jack and I harvest our animals, with all our country pursuits, for me the whole process from field to fork, from learning the process of dispatching of the animal humanely and then taking that animal directly from field to fork is a really important process for the younger generations to learn. Also, one of the most important things is about managing the deer populations correctly. And that doesn't mean seeing 5 deer and shooting 5 deer. It means that we're going to shoot a specific deer because we want to improve the genes within the small herds or this family of roe. So whilst we are doing this to eat them, but it's about managing the population correctly. Whilst all the things I've mentioned are hugely important when it comes to the management and the sustainability of the stalking process, once you've shot the deer, you've got it back and you start your field to fork process, you've got to have the right place to stall that deer. And that's why we went to Fisher, to build us a product that we knew would look right, would work for us as a family. Also, these products can be used on small estates, large estates, by professional full-time stalkers. This is a premium product that we are literally blown away by the quality, the service that Fisher gives. We can hang half a dozen or more deer comfortably. We've got all the table setups, we've got the hot water, the cold water, we've got the traps set up, we've got everything we need in here to harvest our deer correctly. Many estates owners and gamekeepers and estate managers are also coming to see this larder and really liking the way it works, and they're looking at this larder and thinking, well, if our larder was double the size, 3 times the size, we could really use this on our estates. And they're finding that they're using it for their feathered game, for their ducks, their partridge and their pheasant. The Fisher chiller is an economical way of processing the game for our family. I've been watching John and his company develop over the last few years. He's a gun dog owner, so he's got 2 Labradors, which is close to my heart as a professional gun dog trainer. I watched John with his dogs shooting, whether it's stalking, whether it's game shooting, grouse shooting, and he really appealed to me that he's someone that actually works and lives in this industry, and he loved the idea of the field to fork and me introducing my son and my sons through my father to the sport. So we had a real good connection straight away and we worked really well together. Today we have called in Hank's Meat and Game to do a demonstration on carcass preparation here in the larder with my son Jack and my father Keith and myself. So for us it's really important that we learn how to get the best out of each individual carcass. So Tim has recently launched his Butcher Academy that you can go and book in on his website, and you can go and have an evening there preparing and learning how to do the carcass, and I believe even cooking it and tasting it and taking carcass away with you.
Today we're going to be working with Rhodia. Rhodia are native species and the most common native species to the UK. They're a nice carcass to learn how to butcher. They're ranging from 12 to 18 kilo depending on where in the country you've got them. This time of year, they've obviously been feeding all summer, all winter. They've got all like the goodness from the berries and everything, chestnuts. You know, they got a nice bit of fat on them now. So it should be the best time of year to be eating them because you're getting all of that natural fats back into your body. Today I've come along to teach Ben, Jack and Keith how to butcher a deer, a venison carcass, the most effective way. What we're going to do is basically just teach them the primal cuts and break it down into more manageable cuts to make sure they're effectively getting the best cuts out of the carcass. Working with game is real passionate to me. 2019 I was Game Butcher of the Year in the whole of the UK, and we're up for the finals as well this year. So it's really passionate to me. I like to get it out there, teach people how to butcher things properly. I'm running an academy as well to teach people, as I said, to come in. We'll give them a whole venison carcass and break it down and teach them how to cook it properly.